All right, folks, don't look now, but Bitcoin is on fire. And this time it's with far less fanfare, right? Now, part of the reason I think maybe the boom bust cycle, the history of crypto, of this cryptocurrency. But take a look at this. At the top of that screen, since 2011, the orange is Bitcoin. It has been the best performing asset 10 times. And on the bottom of the chart, it's been the worst performer 3 times. All in all, though, I think it's got a hell of a track record. Now, folks are really piling in. Those Bitcoin spot ETFs, they started really strong. They kind of fell apart for a moment. Now they're picking up big-time momentum. This, again, after stumbling out the gate. And I suspect that this bandwagon is going to really start to fill up quickly as Bitcoin breaks through some pivotal resistance. You're going to get a whole lot of folks who don't know anything about cryptocurrency but want a piece of the action. Someone who knows everything about it, MicroStrategy's executive chairman, Michael Saylor. You know, Michael, I listened to a podcast that you're on recently. I know you do a lot of them, and which I think is great because you're reaching out to people, real folks out there. But there's something you said in this that really stuck out to me, and I wanted you to listen to it, but I want the audience to hear it as well. Let's play it.
Robert asked me on his show, what is money? I had never questioned what is money. And then we explored it together for many, many hours. and when I finished that exploration, my conclusion was money is economic energy.
Economic energy, what does that mean?
Yeah, it is the question of our time, Charles, and it's a question that I went most of my adult life without understanding. But economic energy is capital. Economic energy is wealth. And so if you think about the wealth in the world, there's maybe $900 trillion of it right now, and it's tied up in real estate, in stocks, in bonds, in currencies, collectibles, et cetera. The challenge is that that capital is analog capital from the 20th century, and Bitcoin represents the digital transformation of capital. And your chart you just showed with those ETFs shows that every day in the last 5 days, $481 million is flowing out of the analog world into the digital world. And what's going to drive Bitcoin is, in essence, the conversion of analog capital to digital capital. The killer use case is capital preservation and capital appreciation. And, the name of the show is making money. That's what everybody wants to do, and money is capital. In the same podcast, you talked about Rockefeller and I guess the baron, some of the so-called robber barons in general, who in modern times get a bad, it's a bad thing to be a robber baron, right? But we know they helped to change the course of humanity for net for the positive. But just the implications of what can be done once you convert. This conversion you're talking about, going from the analog wealth, converting it into digital wealth, how much more it could be a positive for humanity overall? Civilizations, they rise or fall based upon the creation and channeling of energy. And we think of power as energy delivered in a certain period of time with a focus. So it's all about firepower, naval power, air power, nuclear power. Rockefeller gave us liquid energy in the form of oil. Bitcoin is digital property. It's conveyed by digital power. Those Bitcoin miners are digital power providers, and it's the most powerful computer network in the world. So we see this as profound because there's hundreds of trillions of dollars of wealth in the analog world, and there's no doubt it's decaying. Bonds are losing value because of inflation. Real estate's losing value due to just physical decay. Stocks lose value because of competition and product cycles and acts of God. And so the people of the world, they're looking for a new idea, and Bitcoin is this idea of put your money in cyberspace where it's not going to be affected by weather and war and supply chains and all of the things that have plagued us in the 20th century. Now, to that end, I know MicroStrategy has sort of rebranded itself. I think it's called now Bitcoin Development Company. What exactly does that mean? And have you moving completely away from the traditional business? Now, we've got a very healthy software business, but we've now got nearly $10 billion in Bitcoin, and we've got a very large equity market cap, and we can tap the capital markets as an operating company, and we can leverage our market cap in order to issue equity, issue debt, buy back our debt. We can restructure our capital structure so that our shareholders get more Bitcoin. So just like, you want to develop New York City, you're going to borrow money and you're going to build a building. What we're doing is we're issuing securities in order to buy Bitcoin, in order to promote the Bitcoin network, lock up the Bitcoin forever, and then build the entire ecosystem.
I got to tell you, I wouldn't bet against you, Michael. And I think a whole lot of folks have learned that the hard way. Congratulations. Always appreciate when you come on the show. Pearls of wisdom. Appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
All righty.